We've got to give it up to Kia for continuing to offer 3 flavors of its Kia Niro compact SUV, a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and full battery electric vehicle, all of which feature distinct powertrains, unique characteristics, and slightly different personalities. We drove and tested all 3 versions of the second-generation Niro hatchback, so look for a trio of reviews. But for now we're taking a closer look at the 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid, the most affordable of the Niro bunch, starting at $27,785 for the base model and topping out at $33,785 with the top SX trim package. The second-gen Niro is a bit larger dimensionally than the outgoing model and sports a new front end that diverges from Kia's traditional tiger nose grille. One way to distinguish which Niro you're looking at: the hybrid has a single driver-side fuel door, the PHEV has dual driver-side fuel/charger doors, and the EV has a charger door in the front fascia. Inside, all 3 2023 Kia Niro models share the same new interior, which is highlighted by a stylish arc that runs from the doors and across the dashboard and a wide, curving screen containing the instrument panel and infotainment housed under a single piece of glass. Although most of the system's operation works well, using the same controls for audio and climate can prove frustrating when the driver accidentally turns off the heat in an attempt to change the radio channel. Detail-wise, the pattern on the cloth inserts of the leather seats looks sufficiently upscale, and Kia incorporates some soft-touch materials to balance out the hard plastic trim on the upper part of the doors. There are other juxtapositions, as well, like splurging on power-folding side mirrors, but not wrapping the steering wheel. Kia knows its audience, and as such the Niro is equipped with several USB outlets in optimum locations. Bonus points for putting USB-C ports on the backs of the front seats, a clever move other automakers should copy. There are also lots of little bins and cubbies scattered throughout. In general, the Niro gets high marks for its packaging and overall use of space. Although it's a small vehicle dimensionally, in general the Niro's cabin feels large and open with decent headroom and legroom, even in the rear seats, but the materials aren't as nice in the second row. And although the cargo area is deep, not everyone will appreciate the stepped load floor when the second row seats are folded down. This little crossover carries over the previous model's 1.6-liter i4 engine and 43 horsepower front traction motor for a combined output of 139 horsepower and 195 lb-ft of torque. For comparison, horsepower jumps to 180 for the plug-in hybrid, and the EV has 201 horsepower. The transmission is a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic for both hybrids. That powertrain means the hybrid, though small and sprightly, needs 9.1 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour. The PHEV makes the sprint in 7.3 seconds. And the pure EV is even quicker at 6.5 seconds. And the difference isn't just off the line. The hybrid requires 16.9 seconds to complete the quarter mile. The PHEV and EV take 15.7 and 15.0 seconds, respectively. A main competitor for the Niro hybrid will be the 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, which is expected to hit the market later this year. We had a regular 2022 Corolla Cross with a 2.0-liter i4, 169 horsepower, 150 lb-ft, for testing, and it did 0 to 60 in 9.3 seconds and needed 17.1 seconds for the quarter mile. Toyota says the coming Corolla Cross Hybrid will achieve an 8.0 second 0 to 60 time, which will beat the Niro. We'll have to see what our test team records when it becomes available. Niro Hybrid best of the bunch? Although the Niro Hybrid is the slowest of the trio, it's arguably the best of the bunch to drive. Our test team found it to be a well-balanced vehicle with good brake and steering feel and a dollop of liveliness to boot. It's nice that you can turn off stability and traction control, road test editor Chris Walton said. Too bad the car isn't fast enough to take advantage of it. Walton found the brakes to be very good and very easy to modulate. It's easy to go deep into the skid pad on the brake pedal, he said. When there's enough charge and the battery is contributing, you can steer with the throttle on the skid pad, which is a nice surprise. He also found the Niro needed little steering input to keep it tracking through the test runs, and felt the chassis has untapped potential in this particular trim. Testing director Eric Tingwall experienced linear power delivery from the Niro Hybrid, even when the gas engine seamlessly kicked in, though there was no way to start the engine prior to launching the vehicle from a stop. A nice feature: the hybrid and plug-in hybrid have a green zone drive mode, which uses GPS data to automatically switch to electric driving when near schools or hospitals. And the Niro does have a wide array of driver assistance safety systems. An SUV without all-wheel drive. Our biggest problem with the Niro family is that it doesn't offer all-wheel drive, making it hard to call this hatchback an SUV. We also experienced more than a bit of road and tire noise at speed, and the Niro's suspension wasn't up to properly absorb some of the bigger bumps we sent it over. But if a trek up a sand dune or any sort of challenging off-road adventure isn't in the cards, the 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid is a good urban choice. It's a solid entry-level car that's efficient, stylish, and even a bit of fun.